Hey guys, I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to build videos in Remotion. If you follow my page, you saw two videos this week that were for archetype marketing videos. So I'm gonna show you guys how I built that with Remotion and Claude Code. It's pretty simple. All you need is a Claude Code subscription or a Gemini one and terminal. Let's get started. So first I have a tutorial video that's about a minute long that I made in Remotion to kind of show you guys the step-by-step. And then once we watch that, I'm gonna get into it and I have a prompts ready and we'll do a quick video here. So let's get this started. So here's how you load Remotion in your terminal. npx create. You pick where you want it to be, which folder you want to hold it in. Next, you want to load Claude Code in that same folder, and that's where you start to edit it. Claude will also download a Remotion best practices skill, which will teach it how to do better videos. So this is kind of the part where you do the collaboration with Claude Code to build out the script. Then you finally run it. It'll open it up in the browser to show you Remotion. You can view your video and then make changes. And finally, whenever you're ready, you can render it out as a MP4. Yeah, as you can see right here. All right, there you go. Yeah, so pretty cool. I mean, it's great for marketing videos, great for tutorials, anything that you want to prompt and program. It's pretty awesome. All right, let's get into it. So now for the video from scratch, I have this prompt right here. I got this from Claude. Just did like a few different prompts. It's giving me a fictional SaaS marketing video for this thing called Pulse Metrics. So it's your typical type of marketing video you might want to do for any sort of business, company, SaaS, whatever. So we have this right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this into Claude. Let's grab that right here. Copy. Okay, so here's the prompt. What I've already done is I've already put Claude into the folder, the My Video folder where Remotion is running. So we have this prompt. All right, let's use Whisper Flow. I want you to use this prompt to make a quick Remotion video as is and follow the instructions carefully. All right, there we go. We're using Opus 4.6, pretty much the best model I've experienced for Remotion. Gemini 3.1 is also very good as well. It's just a little bit harder to integrate just because Claude Code's already in your terminal, so it's much easier to use with Remotion. But if you use Anti-Gravity by Google, that's a good way to kind of get to run Remotion inside of Anti-Gravity and then prompt and create videos that way. So let's run this. I'll fast forward it so you don't have to wait for the entire thing to load. It might take a few minutes as it usually does. For those of you who don't know what Whisper Flow is, it's a speech-to-text app you can get for your Mac. It uses one of the best AI speech models, and you just press a button on your keyboard and you can talk into it, and it records whatever you want to be said into whatever text box is selected on your Mac. So it's a really good way to kind of command your agents as you're building. Have multiple tabs open, and you can click, talk, click, talk, click, talk. I personally prefer it when I'm working for a long time. I prefer it to typing constantly. I think it's a lot easier to talk, and I feel like it helps me get better at communicating my prompts and communicating to AI what I want to get out of it. Okay, so it finished. It told me it finished. It's running at localhost 3000. Here's the different scenes. There's 7 different scenes, and they all have about 100 to 200 frames each. So let's watch it. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what we got. It's probably gonna have some errors to it. There's usually a few issues with like spacing and symmetry on the first go, but let's see how it is. Some pretty nice graphics here. Okay. Okay. For not having a logo for the company or any sort of branding, just a fictional company, I feel like it's pretty good. I mean, they get you the information across. It looks pretty neat. No errors actually. I mean, granted, it wasn't very complicated, but there was no problems with this initial first run. So not bad for a company that has no logo, no pictures, why not? So that's pretty impressive. And this is just, first try, no edits, no improvements. So we're really just scratching the surface with what you can do with marketing with this. If you haven't watched my videos already, go back and watch them and really do some creative stuff with the animations and the styling. And for someone like me that has no experience at all video editing or animating or whatever, the fact I can build stuff like this in 10 minutes tops is pretty incredible. Um, Obviously, for production ready content, you're going to want to take a lot of rewrites, prompting, editing, which will make it look better, obviously. But for someone that has no experience, this is a great tool. One more thing I want to mention: if you're building these out in Claude Code, one thing I really recommend is you go into plan mode. That's going to be your best way to kind of conceptualize the video, go through the scenes, decide on the styling, pick your fonts, add the logos, add everything before you start coding the video. So go back and forth with Claude 5, 10 times, get the folders in the right spot, get your logos and your designs where you want it to be. Claude will also ask you questions on how to do it, what it wants to get from you. And that's your best way to have a video that's completely ready to go before you even hit build. And then it's going to code the thing based on that prompt and the questions it asked and the information it gathered from you. So I highly suggest using plan mode. I also want to note, when I build my videos, the real ones, I'm in plan mode. I'm conceptualizing this myself and going through it. For the sake of the video, for the sake of time, I created a fake prompt in a few seconds from Claude. But this is how you're going to conceptualize what you want as someone that might know what you want or know marketing, but doesn't know actually how to code it or video edit. Yeah, so that's a tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you want me to make a video for you or your company, also reach out. I'm a big fan of this tool and I'm looking forward to getting better with it. Thanks.